Hello everyone, welcome to an arena draft. I listened to another one of my videos a few hours ago and yeah, the sound is still really horrible.
You asked for it.
It will be fixed in the future. I'm gonna take Mage here. Just did Paladin, so... And Azure Drake, great first pick. I think Frostbolt is better than Brewmaster. And I think Chillwind Yeti is better than Mercenary. Though I'm not actually sure that is true. There are a lot more good 4-drops than good 5-drops. And the Mercenary just trades with almost everything. So it's really good. But still, the chance of getting a 4-5 on turn 3 versus getting a 7-6 that then prevents you from playing further creatures. That's between... Well, this is gonna be more controlling. It's a tough choice. We have an Azure Drake, but that doesn't mean anything. We have a Frostbolt, that doesn't mean anything either. I'm gonna go for the Yeti. It's just a better creature in a vacuum, I think. Yeah, we get another chance at Adventure Cove. So glad I didn't take the first one. I think Acolyte is fine, especially for a mage. And I think Argent Squire is actually the pick here. It's annoying to deal with. It can combine well with the ping. And here I think Mirror Entity is better than River Croc. Though that's not entirely clear to me. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Mirror Entity. And none of these is actually good. Already have an Acolyte. I'm gonna take a second one just because the others are too expensive. I actually like the Kodo more than most people. Vaporize, usually worse than a Kodo, I think. Sorcerer's Apprentice, easy. And here we take the Shield Master. I think Frost Elemental is good, but Frostbolt is exactly what I want. Early removal. Harvest Golem combines well with pinging. You know what I think about Mad Bomber, so yeah. I do want a few lower drops. I'm gonna take the Arcane Golem here. We already have one of these and a lot of pipes. Don't want to overload on them. Playing this early is not good, but sometimes needed, and late game it's gonna be, I think, better because the amount of small creatures will be limited because of our pinging. Both of these good, but I think unconditional removal is what we need most. Another Harvest Golem. And this is a pretty difficult pick. I do want another Sorcerer's Apprentice. We have two Acolytes, so Goldmaster is not that attractive. Still gonna take it. Fireball. Maybe that was wrong. Again, here gonna take Argent Commander. It's just so much better than the other one. Wolf Rider is very good. We're lacking 2-drops quite badly. How many spells do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, not really enough. So we'll take the value creature, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But yeah, most of those aren't actually 3 drops. Yeah, the Crusader is best here. I'm gonna take a 2 drop just to fill out the curve. And yeah, I think we went Fireball over Water Elemental. Water Elemental is very good, but Fireball does most of what Water Elemental will do. And a little more. And I'm gonna take another 2 drop just to fill in the curve. It's decent, so... Stormpike Commando here, I think. And yeah, another 4 drop. I think Cone of Cold is really good though. I would like to have some AoE, but yeah, it doesn't look like that will be happening. Still a very good card. But let's take the Dwarf. And an Arcane Explosion seems like the needed pick there. And no Flame Strikes, that's really bad news for a Mage deck. So let's just take the Murloc and finish with... Yeah, we have enough 3 drops, so Defender it is. And that's going to be quite a problem. Missing Flame Strike is a huge deal, and you probably want 2 or 3 in your deck and we have none. Yeah, that's not very good. And it's one of those cards that changes losses into wins. And there are very few of those already, so...
Watch your back.
This seems okay. I think I want to switch out the Arcane Golem.
I feel icky.
Yeah, let's drop the Argent Squire here. Even with a ping, it's gonna do its job. And do 2 damage. Well, 1 damage.
I fight.
Someday I'll be just like you.
And I might throw down a
I hope you
Cultmaster
like my
here
ambition.
early. It's not impossible. We can draw a card from it, but we have no good follow-up to that. So perhaps it's not the best play. And he likely has some removal left. So yeah, let's just beat on him and drop this one.
For the crusade!
Wanna blow something up?
Ouch. Not bad. And he'll double trade life. Yeah, okay. So what do we do now? There's a few options. We can toss out the mercenary, which is fine, I think. Then we can do things next turn as well. Maybe trade for that or attack onto him. The other option is just playing this, but he'll just kill that. Maybe play this and that, but that doesn't really seem like that great.
You gotta be kidding me!
Chances that the Venture Co will survive are low. But if it does survive, that's pretty bad for us. Yeah, and it's gonna survive. Do we smash into him? Yeah, I guess we do. Yeah,
Pass me that arc light spanner!
it's not great for the initiative, but it at least makes sure that you can't use a lot of weapons in the future.
I wonder.
Do you like to play with fire?
Okay. Yeah, let's just kill that, I guess. Do we kill this or that? Let's kill that. We have 7 haste damage. So he needs to solve the Yeti. Probably can though. It just needs 2 damage. There are plenty of cards that do that. I can think of 1, 2, 3 for the rogue,
I wonder.
and a bunch of neutral cards. Plus an assassinate, also a possibility.
My eyes are open.
Oh, that's fine. Or well, it's not exactly fine, but it's acceptable enough. Let's see what we do here. I think we turtle up. Kill that.
What to do? What to do? What to do?
Yeah, let's just do that then.
My shield for Argon.
That keeps the haste back. Gets 2 creatures off the board. It means he has to attack into my taunt creatures. Maybe kill 1 or 2.
So many options.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Okay. More cards drawn. Yeah. How shall we deal with this?
Join or die.
I think we have to trade there.
the breach!
Job's done.
Present him with even more problems. Yeah, down to 4 cards now. Those aren't gonna help him. He's gonna take 4 from that, I think. Yep. So we should attack him, attack for 3. Yep.
Into the breach!
Right. Taste my steel.
There we go. Win 3 games. Yeah, we can do that. Just imagine if we can win more games. That would be great, but the lack of AoE was already obvious in that game, and that game was pretty easy. But imagine if we had had a flame strike, that would have the immediate victory versus a ward of attrition, which it
You
ended
asked
up
for
being,
it.
and this is fine, I think. I'm gonna start the Murloc Raider, I think. Is that worth it? Or should we start with the Squire? Let's actually, yeah, let's start with the Raider. It's not that great, but it does mean we probably shouldn't play the Raptor on turn 2. Unless he plays a creature. Yeah, I'm just gonna ping that. I think here we actually play Mirror Entity. Why? Because I don't want to run into Cleave here. I would like to be up on creatures instead of down, and I think I want to Iron Dwarf here instead of Drop Raptor. That makes Murloc a priority target that he'll want to deal with, and if he cleaves now he just loses a lot of time. And yeah, let's drop this one. A Sea Giant, that's pretty good. But so is a turn 6 kill.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
You.
Your soul shall be mine.
You asked
And we
for
go
it.
first. That's not good. I'm gonna ditch the Azure Drake here. Really don't want that. That's not much better though. Pretty awful card against the Warlock. It can help you nullify the advantage he has with the guards, but in general this is really not what you want to have. This. Why did you not come a turn earlier? That would have actually been good. He's gonna Shadow Bolt that. Drain life. That's very little value. And this will stay in hand for a while. That's okay. If we have to ping next turn, I can drop it. It's possible. It's hopefully not what happens, but yeah, we can just attack and drop the Shield Master. Or we can drop these two. I think that's actually better.
The light protects me.
It's very good against Hellfire. It's good against creatures, small creatures. Yeah, that's fine. See, we can just attack it,
I fight.
attack it, and then ping what's left. And drop that thing. Now this is bad against Hellfire, but our follow-up is pretty good. And it's not even that bad against Hellfire. We can make it really bad against Hellfire though, but we're not gonna do that. I could attack, attack. Nah, let's just do this.
Victory!
That's max options for next turn. It means we can... well, we have a lot of options here. Now we can attack into that, ping it, and drop a creature. That's pretty good. Yeah. And now it's gonna be very difficult for him to draw cards, of course.
Put this apple on your head.
Why do you fall? I will enjoy watching you die.
Ah, that's great. Let's think about this. What do we want to do? I could just kill that, but I think I want to trade for that. So we'll drop this,
Just like you.
keep that. Kill that, right? And then just trade like this.
I fight.
That means he kinda needs Hellfire, but I don't think he has it. Or he would have used it last turn. Yeah, that's what I figured. No Hellfire.
They all bend to my command.
Going to drop the Shield Master. And I think draw cards. Well, that's fine.
Dingo!
I'll fight.
And that's of course certain death, regardless of what he has. Even Lord Jiraxis, but he can't play that. That doesn't really help at all. And Shield Master is just a stupid strong card at some points in the game. Especially since so many creatures have a 4th power. We haven't gotten a lot of value from a lot of our powerful cards. Our rares are particularly good though. Well, in a vacuum.
You asked
How
for
good
it.
they are in a real situation, that's often rather difficult to tell. So yeah, I think we just ditch all of this, to be honest. That's a little better, I guess, though it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen. Question is, do we toss this out? I do like that.
Mind if I roll me?
Alternative is a turn 2 harvest golem, but I don't think that's a lot better. Here we can just keep the totem down.
Hey, give me that!
Now it's pretty nasty.
Hey, give me that!
And I think I'm actually gonna trade here.
Job done.
Just to deprive him from the chance of playing Fork Lightning. It might end up bad if he has a healing totem, but other than that it should be okay. Yeah. I think that play did mess with his plan a bit. Those are pretty good, of course. And I think we just buff or not. In that case, I think we drop Shield Master.
Dingo!
He is at 3, he can still Hex. He can also do the Fork Lightning now. It's Hex. Yeah, that's pretty good for him. wonder if he's gonna kill that. Yeah, he is gonna kill that. That's a little weird. That's insane. Completely absurd. Nothing to do about that. So the question is, what do we do? I think we just almost have to toss this out. And then count on him attacking it with that and using the Argent Commander to clean up. At least it has taunt, so we can do that. Yeah, that makes things even worse. Now he can trade the wolf thingy. That's okay. You can trade the wolf and an attack for the Kodo. But I'm not sure that's the best plan of approach here, because he does have to worry about several things like Polymorph and Fireball. I'm still gonna take that path. Yeah, this is particularly horrible for us.
What to do? What to do?
To Northrend! Victory!
Ancestral Healing, usually a really bad card, but we just lacked the damage to kill it. That was unfortunate. In retrospect, I think maybe the playing around Forked Lightning was not needed. If he had had it, of course. Yeah, it would have been really bad for us still, but then at least he would have gotten less value from that. And we just need any removal spell here, and we're not getting any. Yeah, this is pretty bad.
You call that a win? Victory!
Yeah, and then we are dead, because this is 9 and we can't solve them. Yep, that's enough.
You win this one.
So yeah, tempoed out. Probably should have. Well, I don't know. We mulliganed everything we had. Don't think we could have won that. Everything just went really well for him. He had the weapon, he had the overload creature, he had the wolves, and then he had the flame tongue totem. So you really can't draw much better than that. And we just didn't have anything to fight it. We didn't have any removal spell, we didn't have
You
the
asked
proper
for it.
creatures. So yeah. See, if we had a Frostbolt last game, then it would have been completely different. We would have destroyed this creature and would have been almost dead in the water with only 3 cards in
Do I
hand.
have to?
And that's such a terrible, terrible card. Terrible for the opponent. Because I think it's just undercosted and there are too few ways to deal with
It's
it.
time for a little blood.
Look at how insane this becomes.
Ready to ride.
Yeah, okay. See, this is a 3-2 and it really shouldn't be. And the fact that it has... if it were a 1-3, that would be preferable to over what it is now. Because right now it's just absurd. And that makes it a lot better. I don't think he should have done that. That just seems like the wrong play. But here he is in such a massive advantage. He has stabilized the board. He's at 28 life and there is very little we can actually do.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, it's insane card after insane card now. Let's just freeze that and drop the Aqua.
Let the pain speak to me.
That at least slows him down a little. But it's costing us a lot of cards to do this. Oh, that's fine.
To Northrend! Victory!
We have a bunch of good plays next turn. That's at least something.
Wanna blow someone
Yeah,
up?
that's pretty good.
It's time for a little blood.
Why do you call?
Okay. And yeah, do we go for the immediate value? I think so.
Ready to ride.
Don't see a reason not to do
For
that.
Argus!
Taste my steel.
Hellfire.
What?
Oh, Abomination. Yeah, that's interesting. So he's going down to 16. That's a little weird, but okay. Yeah, we lose them both, but he loses his stuff still.
To the breach! Tadingo!
And we have a possible 3 on, well, 2 on everything, 3 on something.
Squire, attend me! Ready, sir.
Oh yeah, I'll probably do that. Unless we want to do that. No, let's just do this.
Into the breach!
Pinging because I don't want to expose this to an AoE or to remove in general. Don't think it's needed. We have a lot of reach. Okay. Well, actually Hellfire would have been bad anyway, so I might as well. But imagine yet again if we had a Flame Strike, would have been so much better. But you can't have everything, I guess. We have a bunch of decent rares, well, Argent Commander and 2 Azure Drakes, that's pretty good.
Jaina versus Rexar.
But I would gladly trade 1 rare for this is bad. This could go so horribly wrong. Can we trade in the Yeti? I think I want to keep the Harvest Golem. Yeah, I'm trading in the Yeti. Nah. I wanted to maximize the chance of drawing something removalish. And the 2-drop. Yeah, this could end bad before it even begins. See, that's just going to be completely devastating. Depending on his follow-up, it can completely wreck us. Yeah, we are gonna have to ping that. Next turn, well, it'll depend on what he does. But we're playing catch up here.
What does the future hold?
Now we have to kill that. I really can't let that live, not even for 1 turn. And I guess we toss out the Drake here.
Job's done.
You can even just trade it. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But what choice did we have here? Much. And I think he's going for me. Let's do that first. Well, that's the question, isn't it? Do we drop that? I think we can't afford that.
I wonder.
So I'm just gonna do this. Get the most power on the board. He'll probably put me to 11, which is horrible. And that means probably it can almost only be an explosive trap. He's putting me further down even than that. And another trap. Yeah. So
Victory!
do we drop this? Let's first attack. Actually, I'm tempted to just trade all this stuff and then attack with this, and then keep the Kodo and drop
What
something
to
better.
do? What to
Oh, that's horrible. So yeah, about that. We can drop 8 power. Let's do that.
Pain, speak to me.
You gotta be kidding me!
We have 4 turns most, probably less.
I feel icky!
And these cards are so annoying. So we're gonna go down to 3 here. After trade.
Pain. You call that a win?
How you doing?
That one already attacked.
Do you need a blessing?
Yes. And the last card is... So... do we win? I think so.
How you doing?
Yep.
My steel!
But not very convincingly. So that was a little touch and go there. He probably deserved it more than I did. Golden cards can be disenchanted for a lot of dust. Yeah, double I think. No, 4 times as much dust. That's pretty much insane. But as I have already said, cards are not really a concern. Even if you play constructed, you need very little dust to get
Jaina versus Rexa!
the cards you need.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Yeah, I don't like this, don't like this. I do like this against some things, but don't think we need it early on. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I'll go turn 1 Argent Squire. Unless he, yeah, it seems like the best thing to do. And that's actually a pretty good creature. Difficult to remove. It's surprisingly effective. And we might actually... Yeah, no.
I fight.
We're just gonna drop that.
Just like you!
Mirror Entity is pretty good, but the fact that it's one of the only good secrets makes it so that the opponent will always know it's Mirror Entity, or will assume that it's Mirror Entity, and that significantly reduces the value. If this were an instant, however, for 3 mana copy creature that's just been played, that would be such a great card. It would be so absurd. But alas, that is not how it is.
Fight.
Yeah, he probably knows what's coming, so he will play a weaker creature. But he probably doesn't have many of them, because if he would have, he would have played them. So yeah, that's pretty crazy for us.
Tazdingo! Yes!
And here do we... yeah, we just...
I fight.
It's 7 damage. If we have to go through that, it'll damage our creatures a lot. No reason to do it. Keeps the Frostbolt back, which is against some things a better card than Fireball, but usually it isn't. And yeah, that's pretty great. Really great for him. That's a good follow-up though.
I fight.
Better than Azure Drake, because we still have good options to play next turn, namely the Acolyte or the Frostbolt and Ping. And it puts so much pressure on the board. Being at 18 would put him to 10.
I feel icky!
Yeah, just gonna attack on him.
How you doing?
Ping that. If we freeze him, he has to deal with this. If he deals with that, we have a chance to play a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Means he can't play the 7 mana, or is that 8 mana? I think it's 7 mana. So that would be good. He can do a removal spell plus an attack. That's a 2-for-1 for us.
I let the dogs out.
Okay. Well, that's a little unfortunate. That's a lot of stuff though.
I smell blood.
That's such a dangerous play. But a good one, I think. Because there are so few options that are good for us here. And I think this one is the one I'm gonna choose.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's not what I wanted. That was the wrong line of play, but I got greedy. Putting us to 13 at best, probably less. Oh, that's really horrible. Putting us to 11.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel!
What do we do? Guess we have to do that. Yeah, I shouldn't have wasted that opportunity. That was a shame. Should have just killed it. And, you know. See, I thought he had it, so we're dead. Yep. He should have just attacked us too. So yeah, was the wrong line of play. Nothing to do about that. Perhaps we even wasted it with the copy of a creature. We might have gone the completely wrong direction there. But because we already expended
versus Jaina.
our spells, I should have just frozen the Kodo there maybe, or deployed better creatures. Instead of freezing him. Only one poly too. That poly was the only thing I had to deal with. That Savannah high main. Had nothing to trade with it even, so that made it even worse.
Someday I'll be just like you!
Now, but considering his draws, it was pretty good. And yeah, it was also extremely dangerous what he did there. He really should have traded for our creature. That was so the right play. And what he did was so the wrong play. And that's because if we had a polymorph, he would have just been completely dead. And most removal spells would have also put him dead. So that just didn't seem very correct.
Someday I'll be just like you!
Yeah, just like me.
Someday I'll be just like you!
That's not really a good thing though. Being like me. Question, do we trade with that or do we just frostbolt it? I like frostbolting it. Because it means we have 6 on the board next turn, which means we can defend it. Well, that's just an insult. That's so horrible. Why do they always have the exactly right answer? That just keeps amazing me. It's so absurd. This is just completely ridiculous.
What to do? What to do?
I don't know what to do. This is just so stupid. Things like this just shouldn't happen.
What to do?
And I don't know what the correct play is here. Definitely not polymorphing. So yeah, I'll just trade and clean. But that was an absurd card to have against exactly that. Anything else would have been fine, and he just happened to have the stupid Stampeding Kodo. This is of course a prelude to Flame Strike. There's very little we can do about that. So what do we do here? We can just ping. I like that.
Let the pain speak to me.
Yeah. I'll just trade there and attack, I think. Then again, we could do this trade. That wouldn't get us anywhere.
What to do? Time runs out on me.
Yeah. Good question.
Into the breach.
Definitely want that dead.
Truth is my shield.
Of course. That is, after all, only logical.
Bring the pain.
Yeah, and then we have very few options. We can just do this and drop loot for it.
Taste my steel!
Job's done.
Yeah. Oh. What? That's really the wrong play, I think. Yeah.
Job's done.
Yep, that's the logical conclusion to that exchange. But that's a +1 for me, of course.
I'll put it on your tab.
And here I'm gonna play these two. Actually, I can just play this one, trade for that, and drop a raptor. So he really wants a flame strike here that clears out the board, and we drop Avenger Coping him. You'll need a solution for that. What could he have? Let's see. That's all.
Join or die!
And the question then is, do we trade here, exposing ourselves, or do we trade and grab a card and protect us from Flame Strike? I think that's just a better thing to do. Well, it's not really protecting from Flame Strike, but it prevents him from dropping a creature that turn, so that's pretty good. Blizzard. Ah. No. That should have been on the Cult Master. Pretty sure of that. And we'll just keep drawing cards.
You gotta be kidding me!
And we did manage to play in such a way that we seem to be winning, but I think that's because he made a playing error.
Drink with me, friend.
With not
You gotta be kidding me!
making the correct trades. So yeah, he's gonna be dead here. Doesn't matter what he has.
Who's next?
Well played.
6-2, that's okay. Almost good enough. Actually, this is already a guaranteed over 66% win percentage,
You asked
and
for it.
I
My
think that
magic will
really
tear
should
you
reward
apart.
you with more than it actually does now. Gonna ditch all of this. I think Murloc is not gonna be good against the Mage, and the other cards are too expensive or too situational, as you wish. This seems to be better. We can... Oh, that's such a horrible card. I'm gonna start with a Raptor. If he follows up with a Frostbolt, which is pretty much the ideal opening, of course, that can be really devastating. If he follows up with 2 removal spells, that's just
It's time
crazy.
for a little blood.
Yeah, we trade here, of course. And we drop
Someday I'll be just
an
like
apprentice. You'll have to ping the Raptor now, then we can trade, drop the Harvest Golem, and then drop the Yeti the turn after. He's gonna play a spell.
One shot,
Oh,
one kill.
okay. That's interesting. Well, I didn't expect that. Yeah.
Me?
That's pretty good.
Mind if I roll knee?
So he chooses to inflict damage on us. It's an interesting line of play. It's very aggressive. Going to kill that, ping that.
Roll knee?
Got one of my own. And that pretty much ensures that he has to ping. It ensures damage on the board next turn, and we have a bunch of value creatures in play in hand. It might be good. That's not a guarantee though. If he has a Fen Creeper, that would be pretty awful for us. Yeti is not the best either. I'm gonna give him the mana pigment creature. I think that's the play. Yeah, let's just do that. We can Azure Drake and Murloc. But he has 7 and that's might be bad. But he seems to have drafted a pretty aggressive deck. Maybe he has a few more smaller creatures
Someday I'll be just like
like
you.
that. Yeah. If that's all, I'm gonna be pretty happy. This plays into a Flame Strike, which is good. That's pretty much what I want. Or well, it's not what I want, but it's the best possible exchange for me for a Flame Strike. It expenses mana means we will still be on the initiative. So if he plays small creatures, I think he is going to die. Yeah, that's okay. And being a creature, I think. And I think we just play this and this and ping it. Oh, he can't ping it. That's unfortunate. I was under the impression that I was at 8, so that was a mistake. But then again, with the removal spell in hand, that's pretty good for us anyway.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
Yeah, that's fine.
I wonder.
Bring the pain.
Predictable play, I think. And well, just trade that and drop Yeti. Yeti difficult enough to deal with. We have a Cult Master follow-up. And we still have this sweet combo in hand. Or this, so that's gonna be good. Yeah. It's fine. 1-for-1 trade. Would be bad if he had a bunch of Pyroblasts. Does he? Hope not.
My shield for Argus.
Okay. Now things get a little more serious.
To Northrend. Victory or
We can send our creatures into the red zone, and it should be over pretty
I
quickly
hope
now.
you like my invention.
We have a lot of good stuff next turn. Okay. Fine by me.
Tadingo!
I'll let him target that. I don't mind. It's just a 4-2 for 4 now. Means playing creatures is even worse for him. And I expect that he has creatures, because he just expended a lot of spells.
The gates are open.
Yep. And that's gotta
The
hurt.
gates are open.
Let's think about this. We have lethal.
You call that a man?
Farewell.
So yeah, fighting off aggression. If you stabilize and have a control-ish deck, which we kind of do, except for the lack of AoE, you're probably favored to win. Final game. (7-3) is okay for this deck, I think. Would like to win, of course. Not gonna throw it away if I can help it. If I can avoid making stupid plays,
I will fight with honor.
I
asked
really
for
don't
it.
like that. Gonna ditch the fireball, I think. Actually, just quite a good card, but I want to keep these. Well, I don't really care about the mirror entity, but we don't have anything early for ourselves. I'm gonna frostbolt that. Don't think I want that on the board. That's just gonna beat me down too quickly.
Put this apple on your head.
And same there. I'm just gonna trade that away.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
A bunch of 1-for-1 trades.
Reporting for duty. Get in there and fight, maggot! Get in there and fight, maggot! Drink with me.
Okay.
For the crusade!
Medic!
Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Join or die.
Yeah, that's to be expected there.
Down!
So, where does that leave us? Not in a good spot, that I can guarantee you.
I wonder.
Hey, speak to me.
And that forces him to trade, kind of. but I really don't like that play. The problem is I don't like any other line of play either. Perhaps playing this would have been a better choice.
Fight, maggot!
My shield for Argus! Bring the pain.
Yeah,
Get down!
To Northrend! Victory!
The light protects me.
have to throw everything on the board just to stop him. Kinda think it's a lost cause here, but okay.
Bring the pain.
Get down!
I fight.
Mind if I roll need?
There is still hope. It's not very big. If he has the blessing, it's gonna be really bad.
What we do.
Yeah, that's really bad as well.
Reporting for duty.
I guess this is our only really... This is the actual only play.
Thank you. Tadingo!
Had to do that.
Reporting for duty.
We're gonna have to keep these down.
Let the pain speak to me.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, down to 6. Down to 4. Does he have the finishers?
Reporting for duty.
You call that a
No, he doesn't. So we have 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 7. That's not enough. So we ping that. Trade that away. And then stop deck or die for him. So it can go either way.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, let's attack him.
I'm ready.
Alright.
Well played.
We win! Not easy, very close, few very close games. I think Argent Squire was fine, Murloc Raiders I would have much rather had more Argent Squire. Arcane Explosion was the only AoE we had. I would immediately trade this for a Flame Strike, but it wasn't awful. Frostbolt was great, the 2 drops were all fine. Mirror Entity was, well, a Mirror Entity, surprisingly effective sometimes, worthless other times. I think we played it properly most of the times here, but our follow-up, especially against the Hunter, was not that great. Mostly because of his explosive shot. Acolytes were okay. Not very impressive though. I think we would have liked something else here. So yeah. I'm not convinced of them as a card draw engine in the more aggressive deck. If we had been more controlish with AoE, perhaps that would have been better. So here's not that great. Arcane Golem was good though. Finished a few games for us. Solve the Yeti was fine. Harvest Golem was okay too. This obviously loses a lot of value against the pink classes, but still pretty good. Scarlet Crusader was good. Wolf Rider was good. Fireballs and Polymorph goes without saying. Chillwind Yeti and Dark Iron Dwarf pretty much the same. Cult Master actually did its job a few times, but I think we misplayed it once when we shouldn't have done so. Defender was okay. I didn't really like it. I actually think the Dark Iron Dwarf may just be the better card here. And Shield Master was great. Saved us a few times. Azure Drake, yeah, good card. It's just so great. It does everything you want for a mage, especially. It draws you cards, 4 for body and spell damage. All for just 5 mana. And that's really good. Kodo, yeah, the one we had against us was better than the one we played ourselves, although that was still very good against the Berserkers, but I think the mage there made a misplay. He probably should have buffed his Berserker immediately. Though, yeah, I can understand his reasoning, but against that specific situation, this was a great card. Stormpike Commando was fine, Venture Scroll was fine, and Argent Commander was amazing, as you come to know by now. Let's see what we won. Let's hope for gold. I want gold, nothing else matters to me. Well, that's a decent amount on number 2, so yeah. Going up. I guess we have to be happy about that. Yay! Okay, see you next time.